every minute, every hour, Wunmi comes up with something new. She dropped one of her updates recently where she claimed that there are certain industry gatekeepers or strong men that they will take her out if she's to speak. It is no longer Prime Boy. She roped Prime Boy into it, saying that it is not ordinary, meaning Prime Boy took Mohbad's life using diabolic means like charms, juju. She wanted us to believe that Prime Boy was sent by some industry big dogs that are envious of Mohbad. She wanted to paint that picture, but she did not succeed. Now, there is a new update that Wunmi is sharing with us. In all of this, there is something that I have observed. Wunmi has absolved herself, removed herself, retrieved herself, retracted herself, in fact, erased herself from anything that has to do with the demise of Mohbad or responsibilities that, in quote, a wife is supposed to. Well, now the new update is this. Ndlea is behind the demise of Mohbad. That you remember Mohbad said there is this water that they gave to him, that water stayed in the body of Mohbad from Wunmi the transformer. You cannot transform our brain. You can only transform the brain of your mother, your grandmother, Abibatu, or what is it called? I don't know what you people are called. Is it Adebanjo or whatever? Your grandmother that gave you the charm to drop in Mohbad's coffin. You are the one that said it. So it is now the Ndlea that gave Mohbad water. And that water ended up remaining in the body of Mohbad till Mohbad now finally died. Mohbad finally RIP. Ndlea, Wunmi has dragged you guys into it. That you are the one. You gave Mohbad water. What is that water that you gave to Mohbad? That you gave him that water. That Mohbad said it, that ever since he drank that water, his mind has not been the same again. His life has not been the same again. That he is not okay anymore. That she has been trying to manage Mohbad ever since that water was administered or was given to Mohbad to drink. I don't know if Mohbad was thirsty or he requested for water. What is this thing about water? The Ndlea spoke about this, saying there is nothing like that. And they said when we came in there, when we got in and we got people, Mohbad was not among those that we took, blah, 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 blah. They said a lot of things. I want us to listen to our guest. You're about to hear what you have never heard before. You see, Wunmi, it is clear that you are the prime suspect. Don't waste your time. Don't lengthen the pain. No, don't. Make it shorter by coming out to speak the truth. The truth will set you free. It's as simple as ABC. If you continue, you are simply adding up your suffering. And when that suffering comes, which is already on you, when it comes full force, there will be nobody to save you. There will be nobody to get you out of it. Those that are telling you to continue, we are behind you. They will run once the hammer comes crashing down. Like and share, tap on the subscribe button if you're just coming across this channel. Tap on the thanks button, the one with the love and dollar sign in the middle of it, to encourage this channel to do more. Let's get right into it.
Emagbo, Wunmi narrated the reason on why Mohbad refused to go to the hospital. Emagbo, the reason why Mohbad refused to go to the hospital earlier was because he had a phobia for hospital. Ever since the Ndlea issue happened, that gave him water. Shall we Wunmi to parọ́ mi báyìí? Ó sọ pé Mohbad ní phobia for hospital. Ẹ bá bá mi dé o. Ìjọ́ tí n bá ní gbogbo full day. Màmá máa play àwọn show yẹn fún yín. Ó sọ pé Mohbad ní phobia for hospital. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí fídíò ìyá Mohbad tí mo play ní last week Saturday, last week Thursday. Ìyá Mohbad sọnù fídíò yẹn pé ìgbà tí Mohbad pè òun, Mohbad ní òun wà lọ́spítù kóun wá bá òun níbẹ̀. Wunmi sọ pé Mohbad ní phobia for hospital. Mo gbé kinní kan jáde tí Mohbad lọ sọ́dọ̀ dentist. He was looking calm and fresh. Òun àti prime boy ló lọ síbẹ̀. Àwọn olórí burúkú kan sọ pé dentist ni kò ń ṣe hospital. Ṣáyé yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. Ṣáyé yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. We have hospital. We have health professionals. Under that tree of health professionals, we have different professions. We have dentists, we have gynecologists, we have physiotherapists, we have dentists, we have all sorts of, under that tree of health workers, we have different branches. Àwọn olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ apọkọjáyé bíi ti Wunmi kan, wọ́n sọ pé ṣe bí dentist ní lọ kò ń hospital, sórí yín burú ni. Wunmi sọ fún wa sí pé Mohbad ní phobia for hospital. But at least several places tí Mohbad lọ hospital. Meanwhile, Wunmi ò sọ. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé Wunmi ò sọ ipe Mohbad ní phobia for hospital. Ó sọ pé torí àwọn Naira Marley. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí? Wunmi sọ pé torí àwọn Naira Marley máa lọ gbé ibi nǹkan tóun náà kọ máa kà fún yín gbà. Wunmi sọ pé torí àwọn Naira Marley ni Mohbad ò ṣe kí n lọ hospital mọ́ ṣe rántí. Ó ní torí kó má bá pa. But ó tún sọ bí báyìí sí pé Mohbad ní phobia for hospital ìtorí omi tí Ndlea fún gbà yẹn. Ṣé rí pọ́mọ yìí oríṣiríṣi rọ́ ló ti pa lórí social media. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. That they gave him water and he landed at the hospital. He was so scared of the hospital to the extent that when my delivery date was due, he was persuading me to deliver at home, all because he did not want to enter the hospital. Ṣé ti rí Wunmi bí báyìí? Ó sọ pé Mohbad bẹ̀rẹ̀ hospital débi pé ìgbà tóun fẹ́ bímọ, ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Ó nígbà tóun fẹ́ bímọ, ó ní Mohbad persuade òun kó mú bímọ sílé. Ta ló fẹ́ gbẹ̀bí Wunmi nílé? Ṣebí Wunmi gangan ló sọ fún Mohbad pé òun fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ alágbo ìtorí rituals tó fẹ́ ṣe ìtorí ilé ọba tọ́mọ ẹ̀ ti wá. Now ẹ tún gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ mí báyìí. Ó sọ pé Mohbad sọ pé kóun má lọ hospital pé ibi tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ hospital dé. This is Mohbad. Mohbad bẹ̀rẹ̀ hospital. Ó sọ pé torí Ndlea fún lómi. Ẹjọ́ ṣé Ndlea ń ṣiṣẹ́ hospital ni? Ṣebí Wunmi sọ pé torí Mohbad bẹ̀rẹ̀ hospital ìtorí pé àwọn Naira Marley, àwọn Godfather music.
Wunmi can lie.
Ó sọ pé wọ́n lè plan pẹ̀lú àwọn doctor kan pa Mohbad. Wunmi ò ní ṣe oríire. Bó ṣe ń da gbogbo àwa Nigerians lórí rú. Bó ṣe ń fi rọ́kan bò kan mọ́lẹ̀. Wo èmi àti ẹ wíìkì ni kò ní pẹ̀yìn. Nǹkan tí máa ṣe fún ẹ. Ṣorí nǹkan tí máa gbé jáde fún ẹ. Á fi ẹ dóbi pé ò ní rí escape route kankan mọ́. Mo ti ń prepare. Ó kù kó jiná kí n gbé wá fún ẹ. Ó ní escape route kankan Wunmi. Èmi tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ ni. Ṣé pé mo ti promise láti 2 weeks ago. Mo ti ń palẹ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ sì tí ma wá gbé fún ẹ. Màá wá wo ọgọ́ tó fẹ́ pa ìwọ ló ṣì ọmọ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kà á lọ. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Ó ní he was persuading me to deliver at home, all because he did not want to enter the hospital. When Mohbad started vomiting and becoming weak, I screamed for help. Someone offered to drive us to the hospital. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n lórí burúkú. Ẹ jẹ́ bàbá mi farabalẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ yìí o. Wunmi sọ pé gbà tí Mohbad ń bì. Someone offered to take Mohbad to the hospital. Mohbad tó ti kú sínú ilé. Ṣé wọ́n ti pọ́n parọ́ mọ́ hospital yẹn?
Word of wickedness.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tí Wunmi sọ sí bíbáyìí. Ó ní ìgbà tí Mohbad ń bì. Someone offered them to take them to the hospital. Ṣebí Mohbad ní mọ́tò. Ṣebí Mohbad ní driver. Why is someone kí ló tó yẹ pé èèyàn kan bá wa dárúkọ èèyàn yẹn? Ẹjọ́ gbogbo yẹn máa ṣe é farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ mi ṣá. Ṣó ń yé yín ẹ bá ń confirm. Wunmi sọ pé ìgbà tí àwọn délé Mohbad wá ń bì. Mohbad ń bì èèyàn kan wá offer láti gbé wọn lọ hospital. Báwo ni èèyàn kan ṣe offer láti gbé lọ hospital? Mohbad ní mọ́tò. Mohbad ní driver. Mohbad lẹ́yìn tó ń drive. So why téèyàn kan ṣe máa offer láti gbé lọ hospital? Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Someone offered to drive us to the hospital. As we were on our way to the hospital, it was me, Mohbad's cameraman, and one other guy that were in the vehicle with the driver. We sat at the back with Mohbad, making effort to save his life. Wunmi, you never made any effort to save Mohbad's life. O dákẹ́ ńjọ́ yẹn ni. Àbíkò yẹn yín, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. It was the driver stretched his hand to the back and held Mohbad's hand. Then he told us that the hand was very cold. By then we had entered into traffic. We had to stop a bike man. One of the guys was with Mohbad in the bike. One of the guys was with Mohbad. The driver stretched his hand to the back and held Mohbad's hand. Then he told us that the hand was very cold. By then, we had entered into traffic. We had to stop a bike man. One of the guys was with Mohbad on the bike. So, also, Mohbad law. Hold up, so I want to Mohbad sorry bike. And your car pẹ̀lú Mohbad lórí bike. Ṣé mo nǹkan tó fẹ́ establish me. Ṣé rántí pé Dàgóṣà bọ́ta. Dàgóṣà parọ́ pé Mohbad fẹ́ ṣe ara ẹ̀rìn wọnú hospital. Mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ti plan ikú Mohbad. Wọ́n wá ti sọ nǹkan tó ní kálukú máa sọ fún wọn. Kò ṣe nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Wunmi sọ yìí. But ẹni tó pa Mohbad tọ́jọ́ pa Mohbad tọ́jọ́ plan ẹ̀. Ìwọ nǹkan tó bá sọ ni, nǹkan tí wọ́n máa sọ ni, nǹkan tí wọ́n máa sọ ni, nǹkan tó kọ fún Mohbad ni Mohbad, nǹkan tó kọ fún Wunmi ni Wunmi sọ mi báyìí. Ṣé rántí pé nìkan sọ pé òun rí Mohbad tó fẹ́ sí ara ẹ̀rìn hospital. Ṣé rántí pé Mohbad Dàgóṣà tí ò gbójú síta táwọn mọ̀ pé Dàgóṣà nígbà yẹn ṣé rántí tẹ́nìkan ṣe voice note ṣé rántí olórí burúkú gist lover aláyé báyìí tó yẹ pé ikú tó máa kú báyìí ó máa kú tó yẹ pé wọ́n ní rí egungun ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣà lórí títì ni. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kà lọ. We had to stop a bike man. One of the guys with Mohbad in the bike, while I took another bike and I was following them. We got to the hospital and rushed him in. The doctor and nurses attended to him immediately. Ẹ máa gbọ́, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ ti rí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ establish ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ́ kan Dàgóṣà bọ́ta. Ṣé wọ́n ti pé Dàgóṣà bọ́ta ó sọ pé wọ́n gbé Wunmi wá hospital. Wọ́n gbé Mohbad wá hospital. Mohbad fẹ́ ṣe ara ẹ̀rìn wọnú hospital. Nǹkan tí Wunmi fẹ́ establish yẹn because irọ́ tó ti sọ fún gbogbo nǹkan tó ti sọ fún gbogbo pé kò sọ
liars.
Maloka update hospital yẹn náà fún yín o. The doctor and nurses attended to him immediately. After about 15 minutes, the doctor came out and told us Mohbad was dead. I was like, what do you mean by dead? Is that how people die? Someone that was still gisting me with some Wunmi ma parosha. Busolo yesterday, thank you very much. God bless you, ma. Wunmi sọ pé òun sọ fún doctor pé báwo ni Mohbad ṣe máa kú. Someone that was just gisting me few minutes ago. Wunmi sọ pé Mohbad ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ni ó ń bì. Òun ló tún gist a few minutes ago. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. After about someone that was still gisting me some few hours ago. What could have killed him? I didn't believe the doctor. By then, I already called Mohbad's cousin, who was in Naija, to come over. He got to the hospital after 20 minutes. Then we rushed Mohbad to another hospital, and the doctor said he was brought in dead.
I want you guys to pay attention. Pay attention to this one. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Very important. Tap on the subscribe button. Justice.
Only after the doctor declared him dead.
Justice for Mohbad.
At the second hospital.
All that this is
I did call his
That is what
dad.
we keep talking about.
Wicked
Wunmi.
After the doctor declared him dead.
Him
at the second hospital.
R.I.P.
I did not call his dad because we were not in good terms. But I called his mom and his auntie in Sango. Now, Ewolori Bruku Omoy. Ó sọ pé ó sí ní good times pẹ̀lú bàbá yẹn ló ṣe pé ipò mo.
Can you imagine that?
Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí bàbá débẹ̀ tó mọ̀ pé bàbá ń bọ̀ nínú ilé yẹn. Bí bàbá ṣe débẹ̀ oní bàbá, wọ́n ti pa o. Ẹ lọ rú ọmọ yẹn. Wunmi ó ní gbélé ayé ṣe ohun rere. Gbogbo ìdààmú tó fi gbogbo àwọn òbí Mohbad sí àti àwa tá mọ̀ Mohbad tó fi wá sínú ìdààmú láti oṣù kẹjọ tí Mohbad ti kú. Wunmi ó ní ìsinmi bó ti wù kó kéré mọ́. Ìsinmi ti jìnnà sí ẹ láti jọ́ tó ti pa Mohbad. Ó ní ìsinmi. Ẹgbọ́n kan tó sọ olóhùn odindi ọmọ kú tí ò kì í ṣadìyẹ wà láìsàlá small be lie was him tí ajá gan bá kú nílùú tí mo wà wọn ò bí ìyá ẹ̀dá kó má pè ń tó najá tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ṣèṣì pajá àbájá alájá kú sí ẹ lọ́wọ́ àbó ń drive pajá yẹn o gbọ́dọ̀ dúró o gbọ́dọ̀ pe ọlọ́pàá o gbọ́dọ̀ pe paramedics o gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn ní narrative nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ká má wàá sọ odindi ọmọ o sọ pé òun bá bàbá ọmọ yẹn jà Wunmi Wunmi ó dàbí kí n rí ẹ kí gíbo ní ojú ẹ kí n yọ gbogbo ojú ẹ sílẹ̀ kó mú òbú ẹ kó gé kó castrate ẹ kó má jára ayé kó má jára ọ̀run kó fi gbogbo ìnira tí ìdààmú kó fi gbé ní ayé ẹ tó máa fi kú. Ìkà ni ẹ́, ìwọ ni ìkà tí gbogbo ayé ń wá kiri, ìwọ ni ìkà tó ń gbé ní èṣù, ìwọ ni ìkà tó ń gbé ní àwọn oníṣẹ́ ibi. Àbẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ ni ó sọ pé ọmọ bíbí àti òkú kò síjà tẹ́lẹ̀ máa jànú ẹbí, kò síjà tẹ́lẹ̀ máa bára yín jà láyé. Ọmọ bíbí àti òkú ló máa ń jẹ́ kí ìjà parí. Ó sọ pé òun bá bàbá jà, ó sọ fún pọ́mọ ẹ kú. Kò ṣe pé nǹkan tí Wunmi mí nìyẹn o, nǹkan tó ti sọ fún nìyẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Nǹkan tó ti sọ fún Wunmi nìyẹn. Ẹni tó sọ fún kó pa á. Ó sọ fẹ́ nìyẹn pé tó bá béèrè pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ńkọ́, ìyẹn wá mú pépà àti báírò, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ script fún gbogbo wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Nǹkan tó ní kí Wunmi sọ nìyẹn. Nǹkan tí Wunmi ti bá wọn plan pé òun máa sọ nìyẹn. Ó pé bàbá ọmọ Wunmi ṣé Mohbad lè jẹ́ ọmọ olówó? Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n pa àwọn olówó tó lówó jù. Ṣé Mohbad lè jẹ́ ọmọ olówó kí ọmọ bàbá yẹn kú kó ló pé bàbá ẹ̀ kó lè jà? Ṣó ti ẹ̀ pípọ̀ rí yàrá ìjà ẹ̀dá ni kó ló ń bá bàbá ọmọ olówó jà? Ṣó fẹ́ kú ni àbò fẹ́ parun láàyè? Wunmi ṣé Mohbad lè jẹ́ ọmọ Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá kó sọ pé o bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ ìtorí o pé ọmọ ẹ̀ kú? Bíbélì mi jẹ́ kó yé mi pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe rere ara kì yóò ra ya ọ. Wunmi tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ ni Mohbad kú ikú Ọlọ́run, ìwọ gangan ló bá pe bàbá ẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n ó ti mọ̀ pé conscience ò lè jẹ́ kó pé ẹ̀rí ọkàn ò lè jẹ́ kó confidently pe bàbá yẹn pé ọmọ yín ti kú o. Ó wá lọ ń pè ìyá àjàrà búkà olórí burúkú 120 mi ẹni táyé ò yẹ working cops òkú èèyàn ẹni tí ò ní nǹkan kan nínú ìgbésí ayé ọmọ yẹn. Aramide, God bless you. Ẹni tí ò ní nǹkan kan ní ìgbésí ayé ọmọ yẹn, ó sọ pé yẹn ni wọ́n lọ ń pè. Ẹ̀yin èṣù ọ̀dàrà méjì tẹ́ ẹ̀ wáyé wá ṣe rere. Ilé ayé asán lẹ́wà tẹ́ sọ pé ẹ wá lé ayé ìmúlẹ̀ mọ́fọ́ lẹ́wà. Ayé ìpayín kìkì lẹ́wà tẹ́ sọ pé ẹ wáyé. Wunmi ò ní gbélé ayé ṣe ohun rere. Mo sọ pẹ̀lú full chest mi. Tún lọ káwọn olórí burúkú blogger ìbọ̀ta. Mo sọ fún ẹ mo ò ní dá wọn lò. Ìwọ ló máa jẹ́ gbá yẹn. Má gba okùn ẹ̀mí ẹgbẹ̀yìn ni èmi tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Okùn ẹ̀mí ẹ tí ò bá já sí mi lọ́wọ́ mo ní fẹ́lẹ̀. Ìtorí wọn náà pààyàn kan ni. Ó dẹ̀ ní dandan. He who kill by the sword will die by the sword. Ìwọ náà gba okùn ẹ̀mí ọmọ kan ni. Àwa náà máa gbá tiẹ̀ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ni. A ní fọwọ́ kàn ẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n chat tí máa ṣe fún ẹ. Á dàbí kó lọ kú ni mo ti sọ fún ẹ. Wàá wá ikú sẹ́ ò ní rí. Wàá máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún kú ò ní rí. Wàá máa sunkún pé jẹ́ kí n kú. Ikú yá mi jọ lè lọ. Ò ní rí Wunmi. Àwọn òkú àwọn á fi ẹ́ lákàlàkà. Abiyamọ ayé á fi ẹ́ lákàlàkà. Wàá wá ikú ò ní rí.
This world is full of wickedness, full of bad things.
Òun ni kámà ẹsẹ̀. Kámà ẹ máa nù ẹ́ pàṣán. Kámà ẹ máa ṣí ẹ́ yàmàyàmà. Kámà ẹ máa kígi bọ̀ yálà ìyá ẹ lójú. Àti wo àti gbogbo lè rábì àtù. Àti wo àti ìyá ẹ àti Kàrímọ́ lórí burúkú onípọ̀nmọ́. Ẹni tó bá dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ò ní future direction. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ. After the doctor declared Mohbad dead at the second hospital, I did not call his dad because we were not in good terms. But I called his mom and his auntie in Songo. I guess it was the mom that called his dad. Only I guess it was the mom that called his dad. Bàbá tẹ̀ tí ẹ pè. Ṣé ti rí? Ṣé mo pé ṣé Wunmi fẹ́ sọ pé òun ò sí ńbẹ̀? Ìgbà táwọn dàrú ṣà pé bàbá tó ní kí bàbá padà kan má wá mọ́. Ṣé fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn ò sí ńbẹ̀? Ẹ máa gbọ́. Only I guess so wọn ò retí bàbá because of embalmment tó fẹ́ ṣe àti gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe. Wọn ò retí bàbá. Wọ́n fẹ́ parí iṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìyá Mohbad because wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé ìyá olórí burúkú elébi ni.
Exactly.
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé ṣé lè mọ̀ pé Mohbad ò ṣe ńlá ni Mohbad because Arabiamo ò ta. Ó kàn fòbò bí Mohbad ni. Kò ní ẹ̀tọ́ kankan lórí ọmọ yẹn. Ó wá ní ó fẹ́ jẹ wọn mọ́ ìyá Mohbad. Oúnjẹ ọmọ máa kan lẹ́nu ẹni. Oúnjẹ ọmọ máa korò lẹ́nu ẹni. Àdàbí tó bá ṣe rere nínú ilé alẹ́ Mohbad. Ìwọ ló tún wá bọ́ta. Ìwọ tó yẹ kó máa jọra mọ́lẹ̀ kó máa sunkún lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ bá ń wá justice fọ́mọ mi. Ẹ bá ń wá justice fọ́mọ mi. Ẹ bá ń wá justice fọ́mọ mi. Ìwọ ló wá ń bọ́ta. Ló ń bú àwa. Ló ń ṣépè fáwọn tó ń wá justice tọkàntọkàn. Ìyá Mohbad ò ní gbélé ayé ṣe ohun rere. Ọlọ́run fún ẹni chance láti gba ọmọ ẹlẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Wunmi kó tó pa. 3 good chances lọ́lọ́run fún ẹ olórí burúkú ẹ òbò tó fẹ́ lọ dó tó parọ́ pé ó lọ sí ṣòru aláyé bàjẹ́ ọmọ yẹn ti rí pé nǹkan kan fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ onímọ̀mí mi ẹ má kúrò ẹ dúró kí n dé láti ṣò bó jẹ́ bí aká náà ti dé láti ṣò ó kúrò ní tọmọ yẹn dé Wùmí lè máa tijú kó má jẹ́ kọ́tì kárí àti ikú yẹn lórí ọmọ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n kó burúkú aláyé wá dókó wọ́n ti dó pa wọ́n ti gbóbo ẹ̀gbóná babaláwo ti dó òbó ti já ìyá òfò ó láìkì òbòjú kádàrá ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ. ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀. Mohbad's dad and I are not in good terms. No, Motika yẹn. We used to be extremely close, that we were eating in the same plate. Wùmí sọ pé wà tí bàbá Mohbad àwọn close gan. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ pé tó ti close ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Kí ìyá Mohbad tó padà wá sínú ilé ayé Mohbad. Mohbad àti bàbá ẹ̀ close gan. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Tó jẹ́ pé tí Mohbad bá máa ṣe anything. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Mohbad ò lè ṣe nǹkan lẹ́yìn bàbá ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ìgbà tí Wùmí wọnú ayé Mohbad. Wùmí rí pé tóun ò bá fi ti bàbá Mohbad ṣe. Ìgbà tí Wùmí wọnú ilé ayé Mohbad. Wùmí rí pé tóun ò bá fi ti bàbá Mohbad ṣe. Ṣé mo dàbí ń sì kọ́ sọ pé ẹnìkan lẹ close mọ́ jù. Obìnrin yẹn dẹ̀ fẹ́ èèyàn nínú ilé yẹn. Ẹ̀ǹtẹ̀ close mọ́ yẹn ló máa bá ṣe. Wùmí mọ̀ pé bàbá ó mọ̀ pé tóun ò bá fi ti bàbá ṣe. Mohbad òun ò lè dúró nínú ilé yẹn. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe lọ close mọ́ bàbá. Bàbá ṣe close mọ́ bàbá náà. Bàbá wà comfortable pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. So, gbogbo ètò sọ pé I was close with Baba. We used to eat in the same plate. Ìtọ́rọ fẹ́ ti ara bàbá wọlé sí ọmọ yẹn lára ni. Kò ṣe pé Mohbad fẹ́.
Evil, wicked wisdom.
Lọ gbé fún ní Malian house pé kó fi ṣe. Ikú àlejò lọ ní kó fi ṣe. Souvenir lọ fi Wùmí ṣe fún Mohbad nílé Naira Marley. Bó ṣe rí pé léyìí Mohbad náà tẹ́ bá wò díẹ̀ ó jọ mọ́mì ẹ̀. Ọlọ́kọ̀ fún lẹ́bù orin ni. Òun náà fi slow development yẹn. Ó fi jọ mọ́mì ẹ̀ bí àánú jíìnì ló wà ní. Mo boko ọ̀hún o. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yé yín? So gbogbo ilé tí Wùmí sọ pé òun àti bàbá máa ń jẹun nínú plate kan náà. Ó mọ̀ súnmọ́ bàbá because ìyá Mohbad ti sọ fún pé tó bá rí lè fẹ́ ọmọ bí o gbọ́dọ̀ lọ súnmọ́ bàbá yẹn ó ní agídí kò ní gbà. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yé yín? Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. We used to be extremely close, that we were eating in the same plate. He was my friend and confidant. Ẹ bá mi bèrè lọ́hùn mi kí ló wá fàjà. He was my friend and confidant. Ẹ wá ja ìjà yẹn débi pé ọmọ yẹn wá kú ó wá pé bàbá ẹ̀hùn mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. The first issue started when I gave birth to Liam and he requested for placenta. I was wondering what he wanted to do with the placenta. So I told Mohbad and Mohbad said no. Wùmí, irọ́ ló pa ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Mohbad didn't say no. Mohbad gangan ló pè bàbá. Ipe wọ́n ti bí ọmọ, ipe kí bàbá wá gba placenta. Bàbá ní bóun ṣe ń bọ̀. Mohbad go síbi tó ti bímọ. Ilé alágbo tó ti bímọ. Lọ́kọ̀ pé Mohbad kọ́ dẹ̀ lóní kó lọ sílé alágbo. Gbogbo ẹni máa wá prove fún ẹ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí kíkú má pa wá. Ìwọ ló sọ fún Mohbad pé ó fẹ́ lọ sílé alágbo pé ìtorí Mohbad ò like hospital. Ìwọ ló sọ fún Mohbad. Ó ní Mohbad, you know you don't like hospital. Jẹ́ kí lọ bímọ sílé alágbo, but gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ti orchestrate, tẹ́ ti plan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Wùmí, ó sọ pé bàbá ń béèrè placenta. Kí ló dé tó ṣe wà guilty of that placenta? Ìyá Mohbad gogo sọ nínú fídíò ìyá Mohbad tí mo play last week tí mo dẹ̀ yìí máa play. Ó sọ pé bàbá Mohbad ló sọ Mohbad ló kọ bàbá Mohbad ló ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan àtàwọn family ẹ̀. Why tí wọ́n ṣe wá ń refuse placenta? Olórí burúkú tí ẹ lọ bí yá ẹ olórí burúkú àgbésùn souvenir Ìkòròdú gbẹ̀rígbẹ̀ ìyá ẹ Wùmí. Lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé ìgbà tó bí ẹ ta ló gbé placenta ẹ fún. Tó bàbá tó wà bá bàbá àrọ́bá sì ní bàbá ńlá bàbá ìtàn ló ń ṣe tí ìyá ò bá pàtó fún ẹ èmi á pa àrọ́bá fún ẹ. Ọmọ àlè játijàti. Tẹ́ bá ti ń fẹ́yàwó láyé yín, tẹ́ bá ti ń fẹ́ ọkọ, ẹ bá fẹ́yàwó street o, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin, ẹ má fẹ́ ọmọ street. Ọmọ street will always be ọmọ street. Kò gbé ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fẹ́ ọmọ street, ó yìí máa hùwà ọmọ street. Shengbomi. Oh, you might one more street. The first, I was wondering what you wanted to do with the placenta. So I told Mohbad, and Mohbad said no. That was when the daddy started giving me attitude. Also, the dad used to bring his girlfriend to our house to sleep over, not once, not twice. She's in court here listening to me. She's not a family member, and they are not married. She's just a girlfriend. Kí ló kọ́ ẹ̀ ńbẹ̀? Kí ló kọ́ ẹ̀ ńbẹ̀? Olórí burúkú ṣó fẹ́ kí bàbá wa do ẹni. Olóṣì. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè do. Ṣé ẹni tó ti ẹ̀ lè do gbogbo ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad ta ni ò lè do? Olóbò thank you. Olóbò give away. Olóbò buy one get one free. Olóbò sèré. Olóbò kanji dààmú. Ọmọ àlè. Olóbò double pad. One day, he didn't tell us he was coming over with the woman. Mohbad's mom was in our house paying us a visit. Suddenly, the dad entered with his girlfriend. He was shocked to see Mohbad's mom there. It became a big issue that day because Mohbad's mom got angry that why would daddy bring a woman to sleep over in our matrimonial home? We tried to settle it between them. Mohbad's mom had to vacate the room we gave her so that daddy and his girlfriend could sleep there. She went to sleep downstairs. Mohbad's dad thought I was the one that deliberately set him up that day, which wasn't true because nobody knew he was coming. He stopped talking to me since that day. These are the things he has against me. Okay, Atigbo. Next. Only after Bella, kò ní dá fún Bella yẹn bó ṣe dá ọkọ yẹn. Ikú òjijì ló máa pa Bella. Olórí burúkú, the ugliest musician ní music industry. Ojú ẹ̀ dàbí ojú òwìwí, ó dàbí ojú òòlù. Ó lè wá tú mi o, olóṣì ọmọ. Ẹ pa Mohbad tán, ìwọ wá ń jayé pẹ̀lú girlfriend ẹ. Tó bá mọ̀ ń pa kú Mohbad Bella, girlfriend ẹ yàn kò ní bá ẹ kalẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú dédé. After Bella helped me and my husband, we rent an apartment and moved to the new apartment. Wunmi, stop lying. That house is for Mohbad. Mohbad bought that house with his money. Stop lying. Stop lying. That house is for Mohbad. We rent an apartment and moved to the new apartment in Lekki a few months ago. There is a CCTV. Emagbo, there is a CCTV, but it was never connected. Wunmi, Bíbélì mi jẹ́ kó yé mi pé say the truth and let your truth set you free. Kí ló tí Wunmi like irọ́ náà? Kí ló dé tí ọmọ ẹ̀ máa parọ́ ju ìṣẹ̀dá àtẹlẹ́dá ẹ̀ lọ́nà? This is a guy tó sọ pé ó máa ń bẹ̀rù. Àwọn Malians sì fẹ́ pa. Ṣé gbogbo yín gbọ́ tí ya Mohbad ń sọ́njọ́ yẹn from apartment to apartment. Mohbad ò kí ń súnlé. Mọ́mì mo fẹ́ kó pa yín. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sá kúrò ńbí. Mọ́mì ẹ má jẹun yẹn o. Ó ti fògùn sí. Ẹni yẹn ló bá wá ra ẹ má gbọ́ o. Ó sọ pé lóòótọ́ Mohbad ra CCTV but it was never connected. Tó bá wá jẹ́ obìnrin rere tó sọ pé àwọn Malians fẹ́ pa Mohbad bó ṣe sọ fún wa o. Ìwọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ló jẹ́ kó lọ mú ẹ tó bá connect CCTV ẹ wá ní. Ṣó lórí burúkú lọ́mọ ẹni? Ṣó kò wá náwó Mohbad kó dẹ̀ wá pa ni?
So, Wunmi wants us to believe that Mohbad disliked hospitals, that Mohbad had phobia for hospitals, and still she cannot explain to us that video that has since gone viral where Mohbad visited a dentist. She said it is a dentist that he visited, that it's not hospital. I want you guys to drop it in the comment section. Visiting a dentist, is it the same as visiting a medical practitioner, a doctor? I think we have different doctors, isn't it? Our guest has established a lot. She has posited a lot. She has dropped a lot of wisdom in this. And I'm going to analyze and also translate to you guys. It is so bad. It is so bad that Wunmi has decided to change the goalpost. She has decided to continuously prolong a day of suffering. Unfortunately, when it will come on her like a thief in the night, she and her cohorts will not even have a clue. Now, the account that Wunmi gave us and we read and also tried to check time. You know, when a case such as this, any investigation, you have to work with time. She said, oh, I took Mohbad to the hospital after the whole invitation of the nurse, and Mohbad reacted badly, this and that. She claimed that they had to rush Mohbad to the hospital. And she called Darusha, the uncle of Mohbad, told him Mohbad is no longer alive. He said, are you sure? Take him to another hospital. And Darusha took a motorcycle down to meet up with them. Now, in between all of this, Darusha contacted his auntie. No, his elder sister. Sorry, his elder sister. Contacted his elder sister first, and also the other elder sister. He has two elder sisters. He contacted them. He talked to them, spoke to them about what is happening. At that time, Mohbad's father didn't know nothing. He didn't have a clue. He did not even have a dream. He didn't even think of anything going wrong. He met with Mohbad. He came visiting some couple of days ago. Mohbad was fine. So he already thought about the spiritual exercise that he had done, not knowing that Wunmi and Mohbad's mother, obviously, they worked hand in hand to make sure that that spiritual exercise didn't happen. They gave Mohbad's father someone else's clothes. If you've been on this channel, you probably must have heard about that. But if you have not, let me just go a little bit into that, then we'll proceed more. You see, Mohbad's father got wind of some strange event that will put Mohbad under the sword. He knew. So he struggled. He tried seeking for spiritual assistance. And he was instructed to bring Mohbad's clothes, the one that he had won, so that prayers will be made to avert that spirit. So once they have done what they need to do on that cloth, they will bring the cloth back, and Mohbad's mother is to make sure that Mohbad puts on that cloth so that the spirit will disappear. That is the belief of Mohbad's father. Now, Mohbad's mother was contacted. At that time, Mohbad and his father, they were friends. They still had their connection. Their relationship is still there. But it seems Mohbad's father can't tell Mohbad certain things. Or maybe he felt like, no, do not tell him. He might be afraid. And coupled with this constant bully and all of that, it could maybe further, cause him some form of depression. You know, when you're being told that your demise is here with you, you might even want to take your life, because there are incidents. In fact, there was an incident where Mohbad was threatening to do this back then. His father got involved. Naira Marley got involved. His mom got involved. Now, with all of this, how is it that Mohbad's mother connived with Wunmi and got a used cloth of someone else on the street and gave to Mohbad's father? She cited some stupid, she said, why did you go to the spiritualist or whoever with your girlfriend? And that girlfriend that she's referring to is the woman in the life of Mohbad's father after she had left for 10 years or so. I don't know why she referred to that lady as girlfriend when she already got involved with another man out there, and she has 2 children for someone else out there. Now, in all of this, Wunmi said, I called Darusha. Darusha is the uncle of Mohbad. He came to the hospital, and after informing his own elder sister, Mohbad's mother, of what's happening, she was forced to call Mohbad's father. Now, why didn't Wunmi call Mohbad's father? She said, we are not in talking terms. How is that possible? I mean, at this point, that Mohbad is no more, at this point that Mohbad is going through all of this, you are saying you and Mohbad's father do not talk. Does it make sense to you guys? Like, you have some issues. And what is this issue between them? When Mohbad requested that his father and his mother reunite and they come back together and become husband and wife, after a while, Mohbad's father agreed and said, okay, I'm going to try your mom again. I'm going to try again because you have begged on her behalf, and you've tried as a child to reunite us back again. In fact, he even said he was going to pay for their remarriage. Like, don't worry, I'm going to remarry you guys. I'm going to sponsor it. You guys are going to get married again and stick together as one. It has happened. It has happened. My mom left. You also had your own. You moved here and there. Don't worry. We'll come back together as one. Let us unite. Now, that's something thoughtful, isn't it? Coming from Mohbad. He probably looked back and felt like poverty, lack, and all of that, and some other issue was the reason why this marriage broke apart. So now that I'm comfortable a bit, stick together as one. Let us fulfill what is supposed to be fulfilled. Let's stick together as one. Now, Mohbad's father went into Mohbad's mother. You know what I mean? And when he came out, it's like he went into the grave. He said, no, I will not go here again, because if I do, what will become of me? Well, I'm not going to sacrifice myself for this. He decided to push away from Mohbad's mother. Well, according to what we heard, Mohbad's mom had already prepared some diabolic arrangements on herself. And Mohbad's father felt like, no, this is not where I am supposed to return back to. Or he didn't like the situation of things over there. Or they had arguments. Something happened that made Mohbad's father cut off. Now, they often will meet in Mohbad's house. And also, at times, I think, meet in Mohbad's mother's house. But most of the time, in Mohbad's father's house. Everything was looking fresh and good somehow. But Mohbad's father, he already had someone. And that someone, he felt that someone is more responsible and that person is more loyal than Mohbad's mother. They still have their issues that has not been resolved. They're only coming together because their son wants them to come together. They've not healed, they've not repaired, they've not repented. So they had issues. The scars is bleeding. Both of them had issues, unresolved issues between them. Mohbad's father, he has his own pride as a man. Mohbad's mother also feels like, oh, this man offended me. He did what he's not supposed to do. He bullied me. He did this and that. Mohbad's father felt like, you moved out of the house. You did this, you did that. You cheated. Both of them have unresolved issues. But Mohbad could not press his father to continue with his mom because his father decided to bring the other woman that he felt was a loyal person to Mohbad's house. Now, that's where Mohbad's father made a mistake. You don't do that. This is your son's house. You know your son's stand. He wants you to reunite with his mother. You already started that reunion, but for one reason or the other, you believe that this does not make sense. You will not bring another woman to your son's house when his mom comes to that house too. Now, that's a mistake that Mohbad's father made. He felt like, I'm the father. That's a big mistake. We all make mistakes. Well, he has been doing this, and one day he brought this other woman and he met Mohbad's mother there. Now, Wunmi and Mohbad's father they had this, kind of a relationship. I mean, father-in-law, girlfriend or fiance of my son. They had that talk, in between them because the man had tried helping Wunmi get pregnant through spiritual means, prayers, because Wunmi was not getting pregnant. Why was Wunmi not getting pregnant? Did she do some mysterious things to herself back then when she was in a relationship with Mohbad? Maybe got pregnant, got rid of it, or got pregnant for some other people, got rid of it, or she simply had some biological issues, or it was Mohbad that had problems. Now, DNA would have resolved all of this, but Wunmi insisted that she's not going to. Eventually, Wunmi got pregnant. She brought a child. And in between all of this, Wunmi and Mohbad, they were having their own issues too. As Mohbad's father and Mohbad's mother were having issues too. So the day Mohbad's father brought this woman, met Mohbad's mother, he got angry. He said, Wunmi, you are the one that called Mohbad's mother to come here. I don't know their arrangement. Maybe Mohbad's mother has specific days that she comes, or Mohbad's father had already told Wunmi, I'm coming with the other woman to sleep over, to hang out. Now, when Mohbad's mother saw this, he got angry. She got angry. She said, how dare you bring this woman to my son's house on the, let's use the word matrimonial, even though it's not matrimonial because it's their son's house, but on the bed that you and I used to bench, and where the bed that we were trying to maybe just discover that spark, that passion of yesteryears. How dare you? She became livid. Now, Mohbad's father transferred his own aggression and blame rather than looking at himself and say, hey, this is wrong. This is not acceptable. If Mohbad's mother is not alive, that's a different scenario. Not when this young man is ready to join both of us together, regardless if Mohbad's mother has become sepulchre or she's diabolic. Well, there are ways of resolving these things. I know that it will be difficult for Mohbad's father to sit with his own son of 20-something, not a child of 40, to now start discussing how the mom is this and that, how she's not taking care of herself, how underneath there is in total decay, and how, these things. Like, the man knew how it was 10, 12 years ago, that the value, you know what I mean? You're a woman there, you know what I mean? Like, that place has gone through, thick and thin. And Mohbad's father wasn't feeling it. Like, no, this is not good. I prefer the other woman, not this one. Anyway, everything went on and on and on, and slowly Mohbad's father started withdrawing himself because Mohbad wasn't happy with the turn of events. He felt that his father wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, and his father was also advising him on the relationship that the issue between himself and Wunmi. So it seems his father is not in the right position to suggest or advise him because his father has not gotten it right in his own relationship or marriage. So everything turned upside down for Mohbad. He kept on and on doing his own thing, and slowly the hedge that has been broken, not just one serpent. Already there is a serpent called Wunmi. Wunmi expanded inside of this fence, and as the fence became more damaged, more started coming in, and slowly Mohbad was also dealing with his own demons here and there, his own personal demons, apart from the one that he has brought into his life. Everything muddled up. Now, let us proceed further. Now, Wunmi said the reason why she had to deliver Liam in an unorthodox clinic. Let's put it that way. Unorthodox clinic, meaning not your conventional medical center. It is called Trado Medical Center. She delivered the child there, and she claimed that Mohbad was the one that requested. And in fact, she said to Mohbad, look, since you don't like hospitals, let me give birth to this child here, not there. And Mohbad agreed. Now, our guest is saying that she manipulated Mohbad into this because there is something that needs to be done. Now, our guest is saying that Mohbad was not around when Wunmi gave birth. Now, Mohbad called his father, informing him of the birth. And according to what we heard, Mohbad's father said, okay, bring the placenta so that I teach you how it is done. Normally, Mohbad's father would have gone there if Mohbad wasn't around. So in between this is not clear. The thing is this: Transformer refused to get the placenta to Mohbad. Mohbad foolishly, stupidly, or maybe was informed by Wunmi's mother and Wunmi herself and their grandmother that they have checked. And what they found out is that there is someone or some people, or maybe Mohbad's father or someone somewhere. Of course, they will say the girlfriend, because that's what Wunmi said. Wunmi said Baba's girlfriend, that Baba is going with different people, and that they are afraid that should that go to Mohbad's father or anywhere around Mohbad's father, there's a possibility that those women might manipulate or do something bad or terrible. Now, Mohbad knows that there is an intruder. Let me use that word, intruder. That is his father's partner. Let me put it that way. His father's partner. Since he wants his father and his own mother together, it is easy for them to manipulate, because these people know the weakness and strength of that family, Wunmi's family. They already studied the family. It is Mohbad and his own family, I mean Mohbad's father and mother, that did not take time to study Wunmi's family. Rather, those people studied their family and saw the weakness in their family. It's not as if Wunmi's family is also a family that is well put together. They all grew up on the street. So, in between this, Mohbad's father didn't get the placenta. After about 30 minutes, 1 hour, Mohbad didn't bring. Mohbad informed his father and said, look, Dad, don't worry about it. Wunmi's family have already taken care of the placenta. The father is like, seriously? Where is that done? This is impossible. Like, seriously? Now, let us go to the CCTV aspect of it. You see, Wunmi claimed that the CCTV was not connected. Therefore, it is not functional. If that is true, can Wunmi tell us where the Nigerian police got that portion of the nurse coming in to the house and Wunmi opening the door? If it is not functioning, are they saying that the CCTV does not have a database or a memory to record, or it is limited? What exactly are they saying? That the only thing that the CCTV could record in all of the events that transpired, that happened on that day, or the hours, the second, is only that of the nurse? No, that's not possible. It's not possible. Unfortunately for Wunmi, you see, you cannot be, even the police are not wise. The police, they try to cover up. This is what happened when criminals try to manipulate things. If they did not at all release any CCTV footage, any clip, even 1 second, maybe this story will fly. But since the Nigerian police released CCTV footage of the nurse, because all they were interested in is who to nail, they've already mapped the story. Prime Boy fought Mohbad, or Mohbad hit Prime Boy. Mohbad had serious injury. And eventually, nurse was called that was not qualified. He administered, and Mohbad passed away as a result of the injury and also the bad reaction of the medication that an unqualified nurse administered. End of story. What are we going to put in jail or drag to court? Prime boy, 1, prime suspect. 2, spending. Oh, he was the one that Wunmi called and he gave Wunmi a nurse to come to administer medication to Mohbad. So he is also an accessory. But Wunmi is not an accessory. You see, Wunmi is not an accessory. Then they said, down, the nurse, she's the final, that the gavel must fall on her head. The armor must fall on her head. That's it. Naira Marley and Sam Larry, those ones bullied him because consequent action consequented the final. If you need to see the police when they were talking the trash, you need to look at their body language. You know that these people are, this one is not normal. He said all of those things. I looked, I laughed. In all of this, they absorbed Wunmi that we all saw live on CCTV, opening the door to an unqualified nurse to come and administer medication, saying that our husband does not like hospital. You must be insane. You must be insane. You must be insane. So she said CCTV is not functional. Wunmi, you have already shot yourself on your leg. You have nailed yourself already. You said CCTV is not functioning. Immediately Prime Boy came out to talk about CCTV. You became rattled. He said, my friend told me that the CCTV is functioning. And the house owner or landlord said CCTV is functioning. You told us that that house does not belong to Mohbad and it's a rented apartment. Some are saying Mohbad bought it. Regardless, it makes no difference. The point is this. CCTV is functioning. If you say it had limited memory, we understand. But if it can record the day or minute or second the nurse came in, it means that subsequent to that, before that particular day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is in the database of that computer that recorded. It's there. Don't fool yourself with me. It is there. You guys, you know what you did. The reason you had to clean that is because you know what you did. You left home, came in with some people, or you did. There is something that you did that cannot be put out there publicly. Someone came to that house. Someone came to that house. Someone came to that house. Don't lie. That helped you to buy Mohbad. If not, you did it yourself. Something happened. That is why you cannot produce. You can't produce it. You know. You know why that got erased. You know it. Now let us look at the embalming aspect. How is it possible for Mohbad to have passed away, according to them, on Tuesday? Around 4 they called, Mohbad is sick. Then from there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In between these hours, they were rushing from hospital back and forth. And all of a sudden, they started embalming Mohbad. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? How can you start embalming someone in 2 to 3 hours? Let us say the temperature, you have to also consider that. What was the temperature like? Was it beginning to have some odor and they felt like they needed to embalm him quickly before it becomes... What exactly? What is it? Why did they quickly wrap him up? Darosha, why did you quickly wrap him up? Embalmed him, did the local embalmment. Who taught you this? Darosha, is this what you people do? Like, where did you learn how to embalm? Who instructed you? You guys are not saying the truth because your elder sister, she's in the same coven that Wunmi's mother and Wunmi's grandmother belongs to. Because we cannot understand how, unless an insane person, it is not clear to a sane mind how Mohbad's mother will join with Wunmi and her family. On this, enmity is supposed to begin. Immediately, my son is not here. You are there with my son. What happened? Immediately, there should be enmity. Like, no, we cannot be friends now until we find out what happened. DNA should be important on her mind. But she said, no, DNA is not important. Everything she has said is in support of Wunmi. She has never spoken about anything that concerns justice for her son, apart from the thing they told her, cheated my son. Naira Marley cheated your son. How did it result to the demise of your son? That is what we want you to tell us. Naira Marley, tell us how, when Naira Marley cheated your son, how it resulted to his demise from the show to the house. Tell us. Unless you are part of a pact, wicked pact, coven pact, it is not possible for you to be comfortable with Wunmi. I know you are greedy. Money is important to you, not the life of your son. If not, sitting back at home, thinking about it, should scratch you a bit like, wait, hold on a second. I think it's time for me to meet Mohbad's father secretly. Let me talk to him. Let us break it down and find out what needs to be done. After all, you have collected check, or you still need more money. You have a lot of money in your bank account. Mohbad's mother is not a millionaire. She is millionaire. Not a millionaire. She doesn't have 1 million. She has millions in her account, uncountable, and she's still waiting on the streaming revenue of Mohbad. That's why she's staying put, sticking to Wunmi. She knows that should this DNA come to light, that's the end of Wunmi. But she's dumb. Because she doesn't want to partner or do anything with Mohbad's father, she decided to sell her conscience, careless about her son. Because if Wunmi and Liam ends up to be to be out of the equation, obviously Mohbad has no other next of kin than father and mother. Both of them will manage the stream revenue of Mohbad. It's as simple as ABC. But she's too dumb and wicked. I don't know what you guys think of this one. Drop a comment, like, and share. See you guys in the next update. Justice, justice, justice for Mohbad.